Why should you look at your YouTube channel as a business? Well, we're here to talk about that. Now, you could be a viewer at this point and you're considering becoming a creator. No, it's not for everybody. There is a place that everybody plays when it comes to the YouTube ecosystem, and that's okay. But if you are considering being a creator, here's why you need to look at your YouTube channel as a business. Now, everybody should start their YouTube channel based off of passion. You should post with a passion, post with a purpose, because when the nitty gritty, when it gets down to the nitty gritty, you are going to need something to hold on to. And when numbers get low, when things get slow, you are going to need that passion to fall back on. But why should you consider your YouTube channel a business if you're serious about it? It's okay to do something for fun, but it's also okay to think about it as a business. What I encourage everybody to do is if they are interested in getting in YouTube, I want you to have a plan. It might be a lot to ask. Once you get started, before you get started, honestly, you should sit down, you should write down what you want to do, what you want to make videos about, how much effort you're going to put into your videos, how long they're going to be, what are you going to talk about, all of that stuff. And then you should have a plan as well. If you go viral, which could happen, what is your plan? If you were to become like a couple people we've been watching over the past couple of months, Dodash and Dante London. Now we're going to talk about Dante London. There are multiple videos about Dante London. There are more about Dodash because of the corruption coming from there with the YouTube platform. Dante, I'm going to take another approach to him. You'll see some videos that are one way and some are another. His YouTube success is all up to him. Dodash, I think, she's irreconcilable. Everything that she's built, she's torn it down. It's gone. But what could you do in order to make your channel a business? If you go viral, you need a plan. What are you going to do after? How are you going to capitalize on being viral? Now, notice I didn't say take advantage of your viewer. I said capitalize on going viral. Going viral is not the be all end all. It can lead to long-term success if you have a plan. Every time I mentor somebody, I tell them that they should have a YouTube channel and they should have a business mindset. Every business needs a YouTube channel, and every YouTube channel should be looked at as a business. Keep in mind, I'm not saying become a scammer. I'm not saying lose your passion. I'm not saying any of that stuff. If you are looking toward the future, you have to be prepared. And I would strongly suggest that you look at your YouTube channel as a business. Here's what I mean. And one of the reasons that you should. When you hit 10,000 subscribers, YouTube gives you what they call a media kit. And it is a PDF. You can download a PDF of all your important numbers. You can then use this media kit in order to reach out to sponsorships. All right. We talked about this before. When you get into, there are multiple ways to earn through the YouTube partner program. Most people are familiar with AdSense. Perfectly fine. We know so AdSense is all of this. This is all AdSense, but there are different types of AdSense. If you have a mindset of your YouTube channel being a business, you're going to take it seriously. You're going to post content like it's a business. You're going to start to put things in place because guess what? It becomes a business if you get big enough. This channel just crossed 1,000 subs. We'll be able to apply for monetization by the end of the month. I'm not sure how the videos are going to be. I don't really care because this is my passion. Of course, I would love to get compensated. That's great. But I realize that it's not going to always happen, which is fine. My numbers might not, if I'm not talking about Dodash, they might not pop off. They might not consistently pop off, and that's okay because this was always a passion. But I want you to take a look at, this is my media kit for my main channel. And you have watch page ads, you have short feeds ads, you have memberships, you have supers, you have shoppings, you have Brand Connect. So we are specifically talking about Brand Connect here. Brand Connect is a way that you can actually communicate with brands through your creator studio. Before, you had to leave the platform. There were other platforms that would try to connect you to a brand. But now all you have to do is you can they have all your numbers. You can download your media kit and you can send it off if you wanted to people outside of the YouTube platform. But Brand Connect, under the YouTube revenue tab or earn tab, it makes it very easy. You put in the number that you're looking for. as far as making what you're looking for. And if there's a brand that wants to reach out to you, it's done through your creator studio, which is this here. Okay. So you have all of these ways, all of this goes through Brand Connect. Now, most times you can, if you take this media kit and you downloaded it, which I do all the time, you can send it to potential sponsors. Let's scroll down a little bit here. Here is, and they actually updated this because I don't remember all of these. So anybody who has over 10,000 subscribers, look into your earnings tab. You're going to see all the way. It might be cut off a little bit after shopping. You should see when you get to 10,000, you open up shopping and you open up Brand Connect. At least that's what I think. That's based on the numbers that I saw. It tells you my key channel stats. It gives you my lifetime subscribers, my lifetime videos, my unique viewers. So it tells a potential sponsor what numbers my channel does and how much that they think my channel is worth. And then we could go back and forth and kind of, haggle each other for everything. You go down here, it tells you what your audience is. This is also a very important metric that we'll go over in another video. So all of this is great tools for you. It tells you your interests, what your audience are fans of, what they like to watch, their shopping interest, the whole nine. This is why you should consider yourself a business. Because if you have the potential to turn into a business, well, you do have the potential, but if you actually get there, if you go viral and you have a business plan, if you went viral, you could capitalize. I don't want to say this woman's name, not Dodash, but it was a woman who last summer took off and she said a few words and she took off. She wind up taking that 15 minutes, which is essentially what a viral moment is. She wind up taking that 15 minutes and turned it into a business that wind up kind of backfiring on her because of a dumb decision she made. So there's always a way to turn your YouTube channel into a business. I think what's getting lost in YouTube nowadays is authenticity. Everybody has the business mindset. It's like back in the day, the chocolate rain days, the inception days of YouTube, 2005, 2010 to maybe 2015, things were organic. Things were authentic. And now, not so much. But to lose authenticity is not the way to be, but it's okay if you want to still be authentic and make YouTube into a business. I am living proof of this. Authenticity is what this channel is about. You can see here a fan-driven brand. I am not a analyst. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the Detroit Lions first. That is my passion. You will never take that out of me. I actually started talking about the Detroit Lions on YouTube because nobody else was doing it in the mainstream media. Nobody was, every time they talked about us, it was always something bad. I understand we weren't a good franchise and we're just now learning how to be one. But that's how I got on here. But I, from day one, looked at my YouTube channel as a business. I turned my passion into a business. And now we are just at the infancy stages of the real business, merchandise. We're talking about, I've done meet and greets. I've done watch parties in person. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of different directions that you can take, and you can still actually keep your authenticity, because that is the biggest part of all of this. So before you start a YouTube channel, you have to consider, do you want to just post? Do you want to post with a purpose? Do you want to have a business? Every business should have a YouTube channel, and every YouTube channel should look at themselves as a business. Market yourself as a business. Don't lose your authenticity, because that is why people are going to continue to watch you, because of those reasons. Value, entertainment, authenticity, relatability, all of that stuff matters. Start your YouTube channel with the business mindset. You don't have to just be like, don't be a robot, but start it with a business mindset. You guys got any questions, anything like that? I am working on a Google form. You got to forgive me because I'm quite busy working on a Google form. I'm going to have two. One is going to be for a general, not shout out, but general channel review. And then one will be more of a deep dive where we can link up in video form, go behind the scenes if you guys are willing to show me your analytics, and I will give you whatever I can to help you grow your YouTube channel. Everything that I'll be doing as far as those two things are free. That will never change. And I'm saying that because it will never change. There are other ways that I can make money. I will be compensated on the back end by relationships. I know it sounds like a poor man's mindset, but trust me, that I'm anything but. I'm anything but. I've created multiple YouTube channels without stepping on anyone's toes. And I've created multiple YouTube channels. I've made tens of thousands of dollars on YouTube just being the way I am. So I'm not trying to steal money. All right. You guys are awesome, man. I will catch you in the next video. Make sure you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below.